Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua, scene of today's and this week's 2022 Winter Holiday Hockey Tournament. Hi, I'm John Collins, along with our camera crew, Tim O'Neill and Michaela Savaggio, at rinkside here at the Conway in Nashua. It's a clear and sunny and cold day, as you would imagine at this time of the year outside. And inside, well, there's no wind, let's say that, but it's still hockey weather all over New England and the country at this time. And we are pleased to be back here rinkside for the Holiday Hockey Tournament. A lot of interruptions and changes over the pandemic. And it is the Hollis-Brookline hockey team that is hosting this tournament. It is a round-robin format. So the greatest number of points on Thursday will be the winner. Whoever amasses the highest number of points in this round-robin tournament. Everybody plays everybody. 2 20-minute periods we'll have today, 2 20-minute periods. So that's a bit of a different twist than anybody that's used to watching hockey, with its 3 20-minute periods in the NHL, say. So every goal counts a little bit more in this format. And our opening game, Nashua North Souhegan versus Merrimack. So the Tomahawks versus the the Saber Kings, or the Titans, the Saber Titans. That's what it is. I'll find it in my data bank someplace. It is a combo team, the Titans and Souhegan. And Tim O'Neill has a nephew in this game, right, Tim? So we're looking forward to calling this one as we get set for action at the Conway. Two teams that, well, they don't know each other that well. It's always a feeling out process this early in the season. North does have a win under their belt. They beat Bishop Brady earlier this month, 3-0. So they haven't given up a goal yet, have the Saber Titans, who steal at center ice and flip it in. That is Cameron Dykstra, a senior, number 11 on defense, who starts it off with a dump in and a icing call against the Tomahawks as we are underway here at the Conway. Faceoff will come down to the left of the Merrimack goaltender. So I got number 29, Matt Licata is the goaltender, starting in net for the Tomahawks, who will probably see a lot of action here. Not a Division I team is Merrimack. In Division II, and so they're up against a Division I team here. The Saber Titans would seem to be the favorites coming in, but who knows, as the Tomahawks have the next best chance to score. Winging one wide there was Bellamore. Number 27 had a good shot at the net, but that one's also wide off the stick of Sam Giles. Sam Giles is number 27, and Cam Bellamore is 24. Back on the attack, the Tomahawks poking it in and chasing in after Kyle Dunn, and a shot on goal, and a first tester of a save on net in this game. Saved easily by Zach Bayo, the junior goaltender, class of 2024. Really fills up those pipes. He's a big kid, and he'll be tough to beat. Looks like he hasn't surrendered a goal yet, according to the 3-0 score that the Saber Titans posted against Bishop Brady. And the Tomahawks will try to break through here as they go back on the attack. A poke check at center ice. Merrimack still with it. Winding his way around with the puck. Jackson Woods, number 2, gets it over to Kyle Dunn. Dunn's across the line, but he's broken up. And back on the attack comes Brody Seiss, number 4. That's an icing call, though, that's going to go against the Saber Titans. So we're just about 3 minutes in, and as I look at the clock, it is running time. So there is no stoppage on the clock, and that's why you see players and the game officials hustling to get to the next faceoff. So icings will cut into the action a little bit as the minutes come off the clock before they can go down the other end of the ice and set up. Round robin format, 2 20-minute hockey periods to decide this game. The next one will be South against Hollis. Into the corner it goes, winding his way around. Sabre Titans setting up a shot on goal. It's deflected by one of the defensemen for Merrimack. Never really found its way through to Licata, who is watching like a hawk as the play is to his left against the boards. That comes off the boards. Good poke check there by Ryan DeBeaucourt, who intercepted what would have been a great scoring chance. Back the other way and score! Going the length of the ice, a tremendous rush and finish by number 26. Elliot Madlock finished it off in style as he went down the right side, cut across in front of the goal mouth, and was able to slip it around Zach Vayu, who was left to his own devices there. As what a rush by Madlock. He outgained everybody on defense, just went around him, in on the goalie alone at the end, went wide side and tucked it past the outstretched skate of Vayu for goal number 1. So the Tomahawks take the lead 1-0. That came about 4.5 minutes into the opening frame here. Running time, 2 20-minute periods. There's a stiff hit at center ice. Standing up, and Callan Cullity administered as a deflected shot from the point of wrister that was probably designed to pick up a few deflections from Tyler Harris, the defenseman. So the Sabre Titans trying to regather themselves and come and answer that beautiful goal by Madlock, which came after a near scoring chance for North Souhegan in the offensive zone. There's a miss hit from the blue line and a pickup by the defenseman in front. Kyle Dunn goes around the boards. Trying to keep it in near point is Callan Cullity, and he does, but just for the moment as Merrimack collects. Kyle Dunn shoots it up to the middle, and one of the co-captains, number 21, Owen Sedansky, flips it in, and they get a line change to the Tomahawks. So they change it up. Sabre Titans fumble in their own end, and the Tomahawks collect. Merrimack keeps it in, trying to keep the scoring chance alive, but North able to shoot it out. Poke check and a follow. Merrimack controlling the middle of the ice right now pretty comfortably with time of possession, scoring chances, and leading on the scoreboard 1-0. Cullity will launch it behind the net, and he'll scramble to the bench for a line change. Back to get it. Merrimack's Ryan DeBeaucourt. DeBeaucourt behind his back actually missed past it, and it is still in the corner. Teams fighting for it. Merrimack comes away with it. To center ice, wielding to the left side. The wrister just wide of the post. Added something on it from Patrick Caffery. He's able to wing it just wide. We had a good angle on that from up here at the Conway. Trying to go top shelf near side, but hits the side of the net. Might have got his goalie stick, the knob of his stick on that, did Vayu. Puck fought for fireboards now as the Tomahawks look to double up on their lead, 1-0, early in the first of 2 20-minute running time periods here at the Conway in this round robin tournament. 13 minutes remain in the first period. Normally these teams in the high school schedule play 3 15-minute periods, I believe it is. As the clock ticks, 12:45 to go. First period, 1-0. Merrimack has been on the attack for much of this first period. Sabre Titans really with only one near scoring chance to show for their efforts. Now the Tomahawks back on the attack once again. Around the boards. Flipping it ahead. Stopping it, Sabre Titans are able to move it out of the zone. Number 7 is Chase McBride. McBride takes it all the way down into the zone. Recollects in front, good centering pass, but just not able to connect with a teammate. Now we got a foot race, and Merrimack's going to win it into the corner. Let's see if he has any help. Number 11 for the Tomahawks with good speed there. That was Owen Minor showing off the wheels. Into the corner, the Sabre Titans with it. Trying to set up a scoring attack of some sort to tie this thing up. Instead, it trickles over the line. Off of the stick of defenseman Christian Miller. Shot! What a save. Oh, brilliant by Zach Vayu, the save of the game so far as the Tomahawks threatened to go up 2-0 right there. This is a good steal inside the blue line. The wrister saved by Licata. Oh, and the rebound try. We got a penalty. And it's going to be some sort of an interference call perhaps. That's going to go against Merrimack. So we should have our first. Oh, the net came off. Excuse me. Maybe that's not a penalty. It's just a case of where the net came off. I misspoke. Good back check there by the defenseman for Merrimack to probably save a rebound goal. Number 8 is Connor Dunn, near side defense, who had to scramble to make sure that the Sabre Titans didn't pocket that rebound on a nice save by Matt Licata. Far corner, Merrimack trying to come away with it. They do. Wrister from a tough angle, score! I don't think Zach Vayu really ever saw it, and it's the captain. You shoot it on net, you never know. Number 21, Owen Sadansky, co-captain with the goal. OS from outside. Well, actually shot it from about the face-off circle. It wasn't a really great angle, but it found the far corner of the net. Basically went through all kinds of arms, limbs, and padding to find the back of the net right there, and it's a 2-0 Tomahawks lead exactly 10 minutes into the opening 20-minute period. So Merrimack leads in our opening hockey game on Nashua ETV of the 2022-2023 season. Hopefully the first of many. I know we got another in the doubleheader coming up. After this one, we have South Pelham versus Hollis-Brookline. The tournament hosts Hollis-Brookline here at the Conway Arena. Winding his way around the net, number 7, Will Farrell, not to be confused with Will Ferrell, as I doubt Will Ferrell did show off his skating ability in that Icelandic comedy that he was in. Can't remember the name of it. The Men's Peers movie was fantastic. But Will Farrell's rush comes up empty that time. Merrimack looking good, though, all around. Have dominated this game so far. Centering pass, good stick lift there by the defenseman for North in the middle, Christian Miller, to make sure Merrimack didn't get another scoring chance. And we have another icing with 8:50 to go in the first period. First of two 20-minute periods to decide this game. There's no actual playoff or championship game in this holiday hockey tournament here at the Conway. They will go by points. We have a penalty, apparently. I just see somebody going in the penalty box. I assume that the player just doesn't like to sit there, apart from his teammates. No real announcements here. There's no PA, and I'm not quite sure what that penalty was for, unfortunately. But it is against Merrimack, I can tell you that, and I can count 4 Merrimack skaters in front of goalie Matt Licata. So it's an important penalty for the North Sabre Titans as they have a man advantage down by 2 goals. They certainly don't want to give up a shorthanded goal, and it was very close to exactly that as Owen Minor winged one just high, going for the top right. And that would be a penalty in the NHL right there when you showed it out of bounds, untouched, no glass in your own defensive end. But they don't do that in high school. It's just a face-off. Opportunity for a line change for the offense. I think maybe the only penalty, if you want to call it that, is that they don't let the defense do a line change when that occurs, when they just shoot it right out of play. Now there's a foot race here, and again showing off the wheels, and again winning. Owen Minor dangerous with that speed. Good pass to the middle as the Sabre Titans try to set something up here on the power play. Their best offensive threats are out there. In the corner, coming away with it, number 9 is Will Dodge. Will Dodge, good hockey player. We've seen him for a couple of seasons now. Behind the net it goes as the Sabre Titans look to try to score here. Down 2-0. Instead, they may have just given up a, well, it's going to go all the way into the corner. So even though he got there first, all he can do is circle right now, trying to circle and keep the puck. He's ragging it with no pressure to try to score down a man on the penalty kill. Good job by Elliot Madlock, our goal scorer, and also a star on the penalty kill right there, number 26 for the Tomahawks. Takes some more time off the clock. So the penalty is up. Merrimack has killed it off, the two-minute minor for whatever the infraction was. Again, we have no PA indication, although I got to keep an eye on the referee when he goes over to the official score to get those hand symbols they do. I know most of them, as do many of you seasoned hockey fans, especially watching the Big Bad Bruins over the years. All of the penalty gestures that there are. There's a good stiff hit at the blue line between a Merrimack defenseman and the Sabre Titans forward. They're just going to ice this. No hiding the fact. They just launch it down the ice and we get a line change. Clock continues to tick, running time, 5.5 minutes to go first period. A fast-moving first period, whether you want it to be or not, because of the running time. 2-0, Merrimack leads it on goals from two of their better players, Elliot Madlock and Owen Sedansky, who've had multiple threats outside of the ones that went in, as Merrimack continues to pile up the shots on goal. Good footwork. What a play in the corner. Nearly set up his teammate, number 7 for the Tomahawks, with good skills, Will Farrell. He's back on the attack, trying to go back and get it. Matt Cobley will touch. It's an icing call against the Tomahawks. Of course, the Sabre Titans would love to score a goal before the break. It's a halftime break here with 2 20-minute periods. You can safely call it. There's a holding call. I just saw that. Went against the Sabre Titans. So a penalty they could ill afford. David Stafford is in the box, the senior. Number 20 will have to sit for 2 minutes. And we'll see how Merrimack does on the power play. They've had a lot of chances, even strength, you would imagine. This would be a great opportunity for Merrimack to go up 3-0 before the end of the period. Good stick lift and a keeping hold of the puck. The Tomahawks in the offensive zone. They keep the penalty advantage alive in the offensive zone with that steal as they play keep away from the Sabre Titans, who are playing pretty tight checking. They're not back in a box. They're kind of aggressively coming out, and that pays off as the Tomahawks fumble it a bit and get it out to center ice. Big head of steam going through everybody, and Zach Vayu is forced to cover up. A great rush right there. One of the leading star players, Elliot Madlock, showing off the skills that produced a goal to start this game. He went end to end, went down the right side, through the right faceoff circle, cut right in front of the goal, and slipped it beyond the outstretched skate of Zach Vayu for goal number 1. The other goal was a wrister by Owen Sedansky, kind of flat-footed from the right circle from a tough angle that found its way through a screen. That's the 2-0 scoring. Now the Tomahawks trying to capitalize on this power play later on in the first period. It's going to be a whistle after that tussle, and looks like somebody's going to the box. We'll have to wait and see. Kind of a talking to right here. I don't know if this is a bench penalty. As the lead official's gone over to talk to too many men on the ice, maybe. It's going to be, looks like they just killed off one penalty and they got to kill off another. Not quite sure what transpired there. Maybe North's player that left the box didn't come out the door, and instead they had somebody go behind the boards and then come out. And I think that's what the talking to is. You got to come out on the ice. You can't slip through into the back door to your bench and have somebody come off the bench. You got to come out the penalty door to come on the ice. I believe that is what the explanation is. That would seem to go without saying, but apparently the referees are having a talk, and I hope I'm right about this, but I believe that because of the situation, that right next to each other, the penalty box and the bench, that the player that was serving the penalty when it was up just walked to the bench and somebody came off the bench to take his place, and that is a no-no, so they actually got penalized for doing that. Bench minor. And there's my explanation with 1.5 minutes to go, and I don't know. I think the clock kept moving during that talk over by the bench. Running time for a referee's explanation of a no-no. And back on the attack. That would have been up here if it wasn't for the netting. 1:15 to go. It would be under 1:10 by the time we get this face-off away. Left to go in the first period. I'm John Collins, our camera crew, Tim O'Neill and Michaela Savageau for the first of a doubleheader in this round-robin holiday hockey tournament of 2022. North Souhegan are in the white jerseys and Merrimack's in blue. Merrimack is in control of this hockey game right now. They got a 2-0 lead and a power play for the last 45 seconds here. And through one defender, here is Madlock. What a play, and he rips one up into the netting. This Owen Madlock can play hockey. I combined Owen Sadansky and Elliot Madlock there, but Elliot Madlock has some stick skills. I don't know if you saw that, but he had the puck glued to his stick there as he did a toe drag, and he tried for the upper part of the net and just missed, and it kept going up into the netting, but definitely a great, and I doubt he'll be kept scoreless for the rest of this game, actually. There's a penalty against Merrimack right there for a slash, and that is going to be a slash that will start a penalty at the beginning of the second period as we go to the break here. There's the buzzer. First 20 minutes are in the books. It is a 2-0 lead for Merrimack, but there is hope for the Sabre Titans as they will begin the second half of this hockey game with a man advantage. We're recording this here on a December 28th, I think it is. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's the 27th of 2022, but we're glad you're watching. And this game very much in doubt. Merrimack's got the 2-0 lead, but we'll see what the final score may be when you come back with us here for the second half, the concluding 20 minutes of this round-robin game. Merrimack taking on North Souhegan here at the Conway. We'll be back right after this break.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Conway Arena in Nashua, scene of today's 2022 Holiday Hockey Tournament, being hosted by Hollis-Brookline. This game here on Nashua TV right now, Merrimack leading Nashua North 2-0 after one 20-minute period. They're playing two 20-minute periods, so we just had halftime here. There was no marching band. They probably would have slipped and fell a lot here on the glistening Conway Arena ice. The Zamboni was our only entertainment, and we are ready to go for the next 20 minutes, and it is even strength, 4-on-4 right, actually 5-on-4 right now, as Merrimack got a slashing call right at the end of the 20-minute running time first period. Centering pass intercepted by Merrimack, and another, that could have been a tripping call. Yes, it is. We're going to have a two-man advantage. Great save, by the way. Matt Licata, the goaltender from Merrimack, sprawling on the ice to keep the Sabre Titans scoreless, but I do believe we had a tripping call that went against a Merrimack player. I believe Patrick Caffrey is protesting it wasn't me. Maybe it was another player, but somebody tripped somebody, and it was a Sabre Titan forward that went down in front of the goal. It looked like a clear trip, and so slashing and tripping. There are 2 Tomahawks in the penalty box. A 5-on-3 for the Sabre Titans. Another good stop by Licata, who sealed off any 5-hole or any opening there as the puck slid right through the crease. Huge opportunity for the Sabre Titans with a 5-on-3 advantage and trying to break out. Owen Miner plays the puck to himself. There's a foot race, and coming off his line to make the save for the Titans was number 1, Zach Bayou, the goaltender, with a nice decision right there. World Cup-like as the goalie comes out to take the ball away. I watched a lot of World Cup. I don't know about you. Won by Argentina. And the great Lionel Messi got his World Cup, and that was largely due to the Argentina goaltender. Let's be honest, that penalty kick performance was all time. And here with a 5-on-4 disadvantage, Merrimack threatening to score in the person of Owen Miner, one of the 5 starters for Merrimack, showing his skills, that long reach and skating ability, and he plays the puck to himself in the corner. Centering pass and a great opportunity there. Elliot Madlock and Owen Miner, what a combination those 2 are up front for the Tomahawks. They nearly had a shorthanded goal. 6 seconds left to go in the man advantage. It'll be the last rush. The goaltender slapping the ice behind him. Zach Bayous would indicate that a player's about to come out of the penalty box behind the play, but it's a tie-up by Matt Licata, the Merrimack goaltender. He'll have a face-off to his right. Correction, to his left is the face-off. To the right of the goal as we look at it. Michaela Savageau on camera, along with Tim O'Neill here on Nashua ETV. We are in the final period of 2, and playing it to himself, hustling down ice, Sam Giles in the corner. Giles trying to center it, and it's intercepted by North Souhegan. Good play there by the Sabre Titans. But Merrimack still maintaining possession in the offensive zone. Now they have it at the center ice. Broken up, good play by Brady Derry. Derry trying to forecheck and steal it back. Instead, the Tomahawks moving it out of the zone, but not out. Merrimack forced to retreat. Derry trying to steal something on the forecheck, and they saucer it out to the neutral zone where it's touched by Jake Dodge, so no icing. Jake plays it up the boards. Imagine that's Will's brother, Jake. Icing against the Sabre Titans there. A missed pass intended for Brady Derry. So line change for both teams. Running time, 16 minutes to go. John Collins, my partner Tom King, should be here in time for the second game, which will be the host Hollis-Brookline against South Pelham. Get our first look at South Pelham for the 2022-23 hockey season. Rister from the point, attempted at a deflection there by Will Farrell. Farrell, another good player for this Merrimack team. I'm surprised they've even lost a game, but they've had 2 games so far. They beat Somersworth 4-0 was their opener, and then St. Thomas Aquinas, they lost 4-3, so a tight game. They're 1-1 entering this, are the Tomahawks. They were supposed to play on Friday before Christmas. There's a shot, goal! What a combination! Oh boy, in deep with the puck, just like you might draw it up. Jackson Woods, the goal scorer for the Tomahawks, was camped out in the crease. Or was that number 7? I thought it was 2. Yes, it was. It was Jackson Woods. He was just standing there on the other side of the crease, and a tremendous pass from the winger. I think that was Sam Giles that set that up, or maybe it was Elliot Madlock again. That's such a great playmaker. But the pass was the key. Here's Madlock, whistles one just wide. He scored the opening goal of the game, 3-0. Madlock steals, has it poked away. Rister is blocked. Good defensive work by Christian Miller, but the Tomahawks keep it in as the puck hits the netting. Face off to the left of Zach Vayu. So it became an easy put away because of the nice pass through the crease and the one-timer by Jackson Woods. So Jackson Woods a goal, Owen Sedansky, and as we mentioned, Elliot Madlock with that length of the rink rush for the opening goal of the game. Foot race far boards. Will Dodge trying to win it, taken away by the Tomahawks. Dodge checks him off the puck and takes it. Will Dodge in front, wheels, shoots, deflected off the glass. What a great individual effort by Will Dodge, who wings it down into the corner. Good pass attempt to connect with his teammate, Chase McBride. And Dodge comes out of the corner with it, still with it. What great work on this shift by Will Dodge. No goal to show for it yet, but good work, and he's got to be exhausted as the Tomahawks take it to center ice. And with it in the zone, wheeling off of his stick, the ever dangerous Owen Miner. Elliot Madlock feeds for the one-time slap shot that misses off of the stick of Kyle Dunn from the point. So Merrimack starters having a field day with time of possession. 13 minutes to go in the hockey game. Tomahawks comfortably in front right now, 3-0, as the referee has to defend himself from that puck that winged past his shoulder. Goes the length of the ice. They waved off icing for some reason as the Tomahawks come up to center ice with it. Merrimack keeping the pressure on for most of this game. Their best defense is a good offense, and that Merrimack has had that. Knocked down out of the air. Great hand-eye coordination there by number 10, Callan Cullity. Merrimack is tough, though. They make life tough for you in the offensive zone. Just to get it out is a chore sometimes. Derry steals it. Good play by Brady temporarily. Back on the attack comes the Tomahawks. The 3-on-3. Now on the back check, it's a 3-on-4, and the Sabre Titans do a good job of taking the puck away. Here's a breakout. Down the ice they come into the corner. That was number 18, Jake Dodge. They tried to set up his team on offense. Brady Derry first to get the puck in the corner, digs at it, tries to get it to the point. Merrimack steals it and pokes it out the length of the ice. That's icing against the Tomahawks. Face-off will come all the way back. Running time, second and final period of this round-robin tournament game between Merrimack in the blue jerseys and Sabre Titans in the white with the gold and black trim. Pitching the shutout in goal, Matt Licata. The Merrimack goaltenders come up big a few times, especially in the 5-on-3 advantage. That's going to be a call, a kind of a defenseless hit call, I guess. It's going to go against Sabre Titans trying to score in the meantime. And to the box. That's the situation where if one player is so much bigger than the other player, it just looks bad. But on the face of it, two players ran into each other, and it was hard to say exactly what the penalty was. We're going to call it charging. A roughing. It's the fist forward, and it's against David Stafford, who's going to the box. Reluctantly, I might add. David Stafford will take a seat. It's a 2-minute disadvantage for. They actually have stopped the clock on that. I don't know if they stop it for penalties and goals, but that's the case there. It's frozen at 10:55 for the moment. Now they restarted. Merrimack on the attack here. 5-on-4 advantage, leading 3-0. Circling, wristing, didn't make its way through though to Zach Vayu, and nice clear from the corner by Christian Miller on defense, number 8. He's out there with Brody Seiss, number 4. Number 15 on the penalty kill for the Sabre Titans is Cody Lund. And the unit does a good job of getting the puck out of the zone. Also out there is one of their captains. In front, Elliot Madlock nearly had his second goal of the game. Trying to make it 4-0 here on the power play. As the Tomahawk circle, shot, save, a beauty. Zach Bayou had very little time to react, and he made the nice pad save. Another one. Zach Bayou, 2 big saves here in this penalty kill as the Sabre Titans clear it out. 25 seconds left to go on the power play now for the Tomahawks. It's still early in the season, and it's a quick game with 20-minute periods, 2 running time 20-minute periods, but just to get the sense that maybe the players are slowing down a little bit. Not the case, though, for Chase McBride, who's got fresh legs coming off the bench, trying to get a shorthanded goal there. Now back to even strength for both teams as the Sabre Titans will get a man out of the box. Nice glove save by Licata, and that'll freeze it for a face-off to his left on the wrister by Will Dodge. Feels like Will's about to break through, get a goal at some point here in the second period. Time's running, though. 9 minutes left to go. Number 9, good player to keep an eye on during this 2022-23 season for the North Sabre Titans. Number 9, Will Dodge, is in that scrum. Sabre Titans trying to come away with it. And there's a bit of a hold on the stick there, but it's quick, gets away with it. Looks like a Merrimack player grabs some North lumber. Neutral zone, wristed down and over the goaltender's head. There's a turnover, but Merrimack recovers and they break out. Just off of the stick. Jackson Woods has one of the 3 goals in this game. Nice nifty move. Woods shuffles it across, and great setup in the making there, but just not able to collect. Kyle Dunn was on the doorstep on the opposite side of the goal on the feed from Jackson Woods. Just slipped through him, or he would have had a half of the open net. Big scrum. Shot from the point, pretty good one there by Kyle Dunn as he let it fly. Goes all the way around the boards. Chasing it down is Tyler Harris. Harris around the boards, picked up by Will Farrell. Another player with great skating and stick skills for this Merrimack team. Farrell pokes it up the boards, but not out. Sabre Titans do a good job of keeping in. And what do we have here? Got, is it 1 player or 2 players going? Definitely somebody's going. I don't know if it's roughing on both of them. One player to the box each. Jackson Woods for Merrimack and Chase McBride for the Sabre Titans. So matching penalties. It's still 5-on-5. A bit of roughing calls, I think, right there, as the officials keep it under control with 7.5 minutes to go. Sabre Titans looking for that first goal. Licata with a blocker save covers up. Matt's got that style where he goes for a little skate after making big stops. Good for him, you know, it's the routine that works. Touches the post with his glove, gets set up, kind of like a baseball batter in the box, has his routine right before the face-off. Here comes Merrimack on another breakout, partial 2-on-1. Will they call it? No, they're going to call it a no call there. Penalty in the box. We're going to go to the World Cup review. Got knocked down on the way in. Shoulder shove is really what it was. It wasn't a trip. Puck frozen. Face off to the left of Zach Bayou. Good looking goaltender. He's been under siege though in this game. Merrimack's had a lot of chances. Assuming that you know, that they'd be the underdogs because they're in Division 2 and the North Sabre Titans are in Division 1. Not the case. Merrimack has shown themselves to be a very talented team in Division 2. And as I said, I'm surprised they're 1-1. St. Thomas got them in their previous game 4-3, which I imagine was a heartbreaker. But early in the season, plenty of time to recover. North has a win of their own. They won 3-0 in their opener. Here comes Merrimack, up 3-0 in this game, trying to add to it with 5:40 to go here in the second period, running time in the corner. Trying to stick lift and to maneuver his way out of there, but unable to do it as the David Stafford on defense, foiled by the forecheckers by Merrimack. The wrister, great stop, and another save. Zach Vayu, huge saves right there. Well done, young man. What a play on the near side post. He was facing some of the best shots of the game from Merrimack and just gave them nothing there. 2 in a row. Great saves by Zach Vayu to keep it a 3-0 game. Chances galore for the Tomahawks as they keep it in. They wheel around. Look out for the wrister through traffic. That's Ryan Warrington, number 14, that's out there causing problems. Back to get it, number 8. And a good play to get it out by Christian Miller and company. Icing called against the Tomahawks with 4.5 minutes to go. So time winding down here in the opening game, as with the running time especially, it's looking less likely that the Sabre Titans are going to be able to pull it out of the fire here down 3-0. But certainly they like to get on the board, because when you're talking about a tournament where every point counts, goals count in the final tally. How many you get, how many you don't get. Merrimack comes out of the faceoff with possession. A 1-on-2 there as the Sabre Titans take it away for the moment. Puck goes behind the net. Collecting is Ty Washam, number 16 for the Sabre Titans, unable to get it out though as the Tomahawks keep the pressure on. That's Kyle Dunn. Wrister from the point, misses wide left. Long rebound. They just shoot it behind the net. Ty Washam back there to get it as he's being forechecked by Keone Monty, number 10 for the Tomahawks. Puck in the skates. Some of the non-starters getting some extra playing time here for the Tomahawks late, up 3-0 with 3 minutes left. Nifty move behind the goal to come out with it, and a good pass, tape to tape for the Tomahawks. They shoot it in, get a line change. Back to get it. Callan Cullity for the Sabre Titans. Kind of surprised by that pass was Zach Bartlett. But it goes over his stick, and the Tomahawks back on the attack. This is Connor Dunn. Dunn from a tough angle. Puck bounces up in the air. Bayo didn't know where it was after he made the nice tight stop near side, but Sabre Titans got to it to avoid any a shot while Bayo couldn't locate it. Heavy hit at center ice and slow to get up. Hope he's okay. Looks like just momentarily shake up there for Connor O'Neill. Class of 2026. I had to do a double take when I looked at my roster. We're getting there. We're getting up there. 2026. That would make him 3, 4, 5. Yes, a freshman. So welcome to the game, Connor. Hopefully he can recover from that hit. Souhegan, Sabre Titans with 5 skaters now, is sprinting off the bench to take that draw. Brody Seiss. Merrimack collects it in their own zone. Tape to tape, center ice as they break in. Tomahawks circling, trying to center it. Good stick work and checking. Solid play by Jake Dodge right there to take the puck away and stave off any centering pass as well. Merrimack gets it out of the zone. That was probably offside. Good non-call there by the official. Heavy hit near boards. Without his stick now, trying to play with his skates, is Sam Giles. Did a pretty good job because Merrimack still has the puck deep. 1 minute left to go in the hockey game, and a centering pass that they will pounce on. Players jostling in front of the goal. Jake Dodge protecting the goal mouth, as a defenseman does in hockey. With running time just 45 seconds less than to go when we take this faceoff to the right of Zach Vayu. Merrimack comfortably ahead, 3-0 is going to win this opening game. And then we'll have the second game of our Nashua ATV hockey doubleheader in the Holiday Hockey Tournament. As puck goes out to center ice, half minute to go. It'll be South against Hollis-Brookline. Goal! Ripping one up in the top corner. What hustle, what never give up. Chase McBride chases it down and rips a wrister with that right-handed shot that really caught Matt Licata off guard, I think. What tremendous foot speed and hustle by Chase McBride just to get to that puck before it crossed the red line. He rips it into the goal, and it's a 3-1 final. So good work by the Sabre Titans to leave on a positive note. North does score. They are not shut out thanks to the nearly very last second goal by Chase McBride. What a tremendous thrill for those who stuck around and watched to the end here on Nashua ATV's Holiday Hockey Tournament opening game. Chase McBride with the goal from a tough angle. Great shot. And Matt Licata, as good as he was in the game, not able to secure the shutout in the end, but a solid win for the Merrimack Tomahawks, who are going to be a tough team to contend with for any team in this Holiday Hockey Tournament, including South and Hollis-Brookline, who are our next game in the hockey doubleheader. I'm John Collins, our camera crew Tim O'Neill and Michaela Savageau, thanking you for watching. We'll have another game in this Holiday Hockey Tournament coming up, South versus Hollis-Brookline. So stay tuned to this same Bat channel. Our executive producer Pete Johnson signing off from the Conway. Good afternoon, everybody.